Alright. Here's the big one. Get ready, because here's the big one. And no, this isn't directed to you. It's me. Oh, it's going for the yard. I don't know, man. Here is the Sailor One's Navy's boat, piloted by Loretta and Miller, with the suit and same changer. And I hate this thing. Out of all the builds, this one is the most compromised. The one with a bunch of color mismatch. The most that has a bunch of different pieces slapped together. And the most fragile of them all. Making this thing the most unfunnest thing to handle. Like literally the back of the boat is just for the big combo, if you couldn't already tell. It's just holding this thing is just not an option whatsoever. So yeah, it's not great at all. But here is the pilot one's pilot Mop, Hai, Ba, Bom, Num, and Elite. Piloted by all of these guys with their changers, which all can be placed on navies to make like a little carrier mech. And no, I'm not drawing all of them, because that's way too many characters at this point. So yeah, here's them, and yes, they're really tiny. They're basically supposed to be a rip-off reference towards a previous team I have, which I'm just gonna keep in my pocket for now and not show them. Something I love doing a lot, accidentally. Though it's cool that these little guys are this small and have a place for them to stay on navies to give the super cool and complete look, since this thing is supposed to be an aircraft carrier and all, it actually becomes a bit very annoying to do anything with them in terms of combos. So that's not good. But now, with all of that done, it's on to the longest transformation sequence I've ever done, I think. AKA, in the singular word of that toy guy, Pete. And here we have Navyz Warrior, Pilot Warrior, and Pilot Jet VI Attack. See, I do have creative names, you just gotta wait for them. Well, creative as in it's not just blank warrior. So for navies, it's not fun, go figure. Like, this is the only big one to have tiny singular pieces move and have heel supports made with eye tiles. It's that unfun. Heck, I even forgot, like I always do, to do this simple step, which, by the way, really doesn't do anything. And especially how the head reveals, with the pieces all having really loose connections because of them being one stud connections, making the big reveal the most unfun step of this entire set. And for the pilots, they're whatever. And for stupid reasons, only Pilot Warrior has more posability than everything I've ever built. Head rotation, waist swivel, arm forward and back, and a first in my whole building experience ever. Arm in and out motion. How? Also, hi, July 1st, me here, edit coming in to say that for some reason, even though they haven't been thrown against the wall to shatter into a billion pieces, two pieces are about to give way. I already have pieces with cracks and some to the point of no return, which is not good for a cheap man like me. But like, how, man? How? And since they're small and don't really do much, I decided to give this team something cool. So onto the small combination between these two. Twice. And here we have Pilot Elite King, united by all, both in combo mode and jet mode. And yeah, they're certainly something. You have to give me some credit though. There was no extra random junk, minus the gun backpack thing, I guess, for these forms to properly happen. Doesn't stop them from not being that fun to combine, especially the jet form, that stupid thing. Like, look at the bottom of this thing. It's just madness. But hey, at least it can be used as the worst attempt at a sword ever. But with all of that pain, it's time. It's time, the biggest time, for the big combination. Oh boy. And here we have Sea's Sailor 3 Kings. And they only have head swivel for posability, and that's it. That's it! It's really heavy and not that secure, so I'm trying to be gentle with this right now. So, cool. Awesome sauce. It really is just a thing to just look at, instead of holding it and engaging with it. Which is a really big problem I have when designing these big combos. It's also the one that has the least amount of posability too. I don't really like how it gets here as well. It feels like it's a bit too parse for me. Even if you take out all of the tiny pieces for compromise out of the picture. And the spare heads from the big three are just so annoying to have. Absolutely no proper place to store them. But I think the idea of the form still holds it up from not being the absolute worst. And it definitely could have been worse, like the fact that Sailor's weapons actually have a use for this form, acting as support heals. All nothing short but pure luck. Alright, Conjure time, which finally explains Pirate fully. Refreshing, basically I wanted to make each big mech to be different from each other, by how the front transforms and other fun features they have, which also connected to what role they would have in the big combination, though not fully realized at that time. Sailor was, I guess, the 3 guns and the base foundation. Pirate was the paper accessory, the bird, and was gonna be the boots and guns. And for Navy, had an extra team with them, and became the arms. Everything else, like the actual combination head, came along the building process, with me trying to work things out. And work things out I did. Poorly. Because again, Navy's... Like, who uses foot detail to use for arm connection supports, man? Man. Alright, time for the drawings. And... Okay, so I think this set being over a year old is starting to weigh on me a bit. Like, I'm kind of getting tired of the color blue, not gonna lie. And because of this, I didn't really put that much effort into all of this. Like, look at that alterizer. I didn't do anything to give the long piece of hypothetical plastic any flair. And even more so with the sword team. I was just there thinking to myself saying, man, I don't want to do this. And proceeded to do just that. Oh yeah, and I changed how the combo bonds looked. Didn't like how they were just the Giga Robos with different heads, so I decided to fix it up. So hooray for inconsistent designs now! Woohoo! Another reason why I put in less effort was of 3 Kings. Like, when I was thinking to myself how I would sketch all of this, I realized how absolutely messed up that design really is. With the really short legs with no visual idea on what the thighs were actually like, and the arms being extremely long, which is for some reason a recurring issue when I design these LEGO combiners. But yeah, that's really it for the big grand. So next up is the final to this set. And let me just say this now. This amazing thing is really underwhelming. So until then, that's the end of this stupid nightmare. Bye! Hey Mom? Yes, sweetie? When my team combines, it's called a combo bond because it's made up of multiple alterizers, right? Precisely, Rosie. And if that's the case, why do you call yours and Miller's a combo bond too when it's only just one? Miller?
I can't right now, I'm ceasing.